Play stronger, not faster, resign like a grandmaster. Hello everyone, I'm Fabian, and this is a special video of the series Resign like a grandmaster. I have to be fast because Opabinia and his historics are playing this ACL game now. So I have to um, make the stream like this, and this is an atomic chess league game, and between two of the top players, and they will play 4 games, and you can learn something about the openings and what they what they prepare. Now we are watching from historic side, and that is the black side. So we can just what's the white side. Knight to c3, e6, d4, knight c6. This is common theory, and knight f3, f6, bishop b5. It's just normal moves. I think this is not theory. This is just normal moves, logical moves, and just push in the center. And this is, well, I think this is black is still fine, and this is just white is also just fine, and no real way to break through. Now this is a way to break through, but you can always defend, and nothing really serious. And I should probably say something more because this is an ongoing game, and I think now this is always defended, and white can try some ideas like going in, but black can always defend, and this is not so clear, and black is fine maybe, or at least white is fine because this is just I don't think, yeah, I don't think white has anything. So takes, white wins a pawn, and well, obviously white is up 2 pawns for knight, which is a slight advantage. But black has some open files, and black has many ideas of counterplays, and this is not an easy position to play, and you have to be careful, otherwise you might lose. And this is the knight is blocked. Now castle threatening mate, directly threatening mate, and you have to play f4 and or f3 or bishop to f4 maybe. Yeah, just f3, but never play f3. Now I think black has some play. Black can just push the pawns and try to open the files, and this is not easy to play for white because I think white's position is, well, it's okay, I guess. This move is played, and well, now this is threatened, and you have to. Can you take? Can you even take? You can't even take. I think this is some problem, so you have to try for castles, or that. Certainly mate. So black moves the rook, and castles takes. Now material is fairly equal, but however, the position black has a knight after all, and the position is fairly equal. But having a knight is pretty good in endgames. And now the rook has an open file. You can just go there, and this is this can be taken. But however, even if takes even if takes this is not good for white, because this is not good for white. Yeah, white resigned. So not easy position to play, but this is very interesting. I think in the end game maybe they blundered, but in the opening they definitely didn't blunder, and they are very good players. No, not knight f3, normal structure, knight d4. Well, this is normal opening, and knight to h6 is the recommended move, and after this, these are all theory. I think the theory is e5 or e6, and g3 is g6 is also okay, I think. And this is trying to get rid of that pawn. And what is this theory? Can we just take the knight? I think we can just take the knight. Yeah. So if you take the knight, maybe that is that is not a problem. What's the problem? I don't think. Oh yeah, maybe some problem I don't see. Now black is perfectly safe, and black's position is very solid, and I don't think white has any play for this knight, and this knight is just basically trapped, and it can't move anywhere, so not a good position for white. But maybe my analysis is not so correct. Yeah, just take the knight. But in sometimes it's not that bad. So now a5, or something else like that, or that also okay. Yeah, that suppose, or I think that maybe those two are also both fine, but don't get mated. If you don't move that bishop, you get mated, so you have to move the bishop. Don't know. Just takes. I don't feel that that's a good move, because I think that yeah, that's good, because that threatens that, so you have to play that again. Yeah, interesting position. So yeah, it's probably a good move, because this is threatened again, and you play that. And now what's the problem? Well, now the queen comes in, and this is weak, so defend. And I don't know, I think you can defend maybe. So maybe that, maybe a6 instead of a5. A6, and because this is an important square, so yeah, that's also fine. And what's the problem? Well, the problem is it's threatening some nasty discoveries, and if you play that, I can firstly defend, and then I play something like there, there I just defend and there. Did I checkmate? Yeah, very interesting game. I think this position is just lost before that move. I think this might be a bad move. I think this is just lost. Maybe they lost a knight. Yeah, just lost a knight and a pawn. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. These positions we'll analyze about them later because some of my analyses are pretty incorrect. Let's play knight to c3, which is interesting opening. e6, which is probably the best move. d4, bishop to b4, knight to f3. This is some normal theory maybe, and the same opening. So they play normal atomic chess, like push the pawns in the center and control the important squares. And these are opening principles for atomic chess, and never lose pieces unless it's tactically justified. For example, if you sacrifice a knight, you must win something in exchange. And d5 directly. If takes, I think you can mate it because you can mate it. Where is the mate? If takes, I think the mate is maybe do the yeah maybe I don't know. The mate is it check first or bishop to h6 first? The point is if you take you get mated, so you can't take. Why? Because they didn't. Because historics didn't take. So taking is a bad move. Now let's think about this and castles. Now this knight is. Can you go there? I think you can go there, but then what's the problem? Then I don't know. Then what do you play? Well, takes. So why? I don't see a defense to that. Let me find a defense. Now there takes. You lose a pawn, and black can defend. Maybe that just wins a pawn. I don't know. So or you maybe move the king, or don't know. So there, king h1. Now looking. If you trade, if you play that last move, what will happen? Do you just win a piece for free? And don't know. Now, now I don't know what to play. Now it's black's move. It's black's move. If it's white's move, and white can threaten some queen discover checks. So if the white queen gets there, it's going to be mate. So black tries for something like that, but I just win the queen. Check. Or that. The point is anything wins, and maybe black can just resign because this is very losing for white for black. This is very losing for black because now the queen is lost, and so you can't do anything, and the position is very lost for black. Um, as long as white doesn't blunder, and this will be a win for white because white is upper queen and just when your opponent doesn't have a queen and you have a queen, you should always try to keep your queen on the board and move the queen near their king, because now black has none of black pawns are traded. You should just trade some pawns and yeah. What's that move? Um, yeah, it's just good enough. Because you don't need that much material, you just need to infiltrate. And if you block, takes, and the queen infiltrates. So whenever the queen infiltrates, you just wins. So knight h3, h6, e3, e6, and this is very common theory. And now, knight c3, g6. Is that a good move? Don't know the theory about this move. So, queen to f3. What's queen to f3? Can't you just... Oh, this is threatened, so... Well, that's almost never a good but that's almost never a good move, despite sometimes Stockfish thinks it's good, because queens are very strong in atomic. So maybe sometimes Stockfish thinks that's good for white, but I don't like that move. However, it's playable. Sometimes it's playable. Well, because your queen has to prove this compensation for the pieces, and sometimes you have to do something. You have to infiltrate, like the last game. And this is some kind of theory, I think. So, however, that move is very strange, but I guess it's okay. So now, what's the plan? Black's plan is obviously to use the queen to infiltrate the white's position, and white can just black just develops a knight, and white can try for some attacks or just because that is always a threat, and so you play that, and anyway, so go there anyway, and or there, both okay. I don't think that's okay. That's just allows the queen to infiltrate to there. Yeah, you just probably white is getting mated. Is white getting mated here? Let's calculate. Does white has any defenses? I think white can play that and takes. And what's the defense? Firstly that, and takes, and firstly have to play that, then takes, or that. That bishop, what's that bishop doing? Probably threatening that. Just some checks, random checks, and this position. This queen, as long as these pawns get traded, white's position probably gets very bad because the black queen is very strong and this bishop can't do anything. Well, this is not threatened and white can't do anything about it. So but these pawn chains are very interesting. How to break it? If you break it this way, can you castle here? Or just if you castle, push, And what is the move here? I think. Well, what? Then just there, and I think that may be a blunder. So queen just goes there, and you can block well. But you get there, and oh yeah, and there. Bishops are sometimes quite strong. So maybe it's actually okay because white has two bishops and the bishops are quite active. Not that bad for white. So not sure about that. So maybe that is a good move. Maybe that takes is okay for white. So but the feels very dangerous because you know a queen and that's well that spell's made about 99% of the time, but if the two bishops gets near to the black king, then also spells mate because well two bishops mate. I think many people have encountered it, and it might be very annoying when you are up many material, you are up a queen, and your opponent's two bishops that keep checking you, and you just. I think that's the only move. And white is very lucky and just about enough to defend. And now I don't know there. This position, these squares are all covered. I know this is not covered, but it's very dangerous because of what? Because of sometimes checking is very good. Like that. This yeah, that you just get taken. Okay. So maybe it's a mouse slip. Maybe there is better. Just maybe it's a mouse slip. So in time trouble, anything can happen. Maybe just you move a queen next to a piece that can be taken, and black can't even move a rook there. If black can move a rook there might be mate, but black can't move a rook there. And white can move a rook there, so black is going to get mated instead. So they are very interesting games, and we can analyze the games here. And the first game, knight to c3, e6, d4, knight to c6, e4, bishop to b4. This is very interesting theory. I don't know the theory. h5 is apparently a bad move. However, I don't know the theory. The theory is knight to h6. I don't know the theory here. Just that is already a bad move. The best move is move the queen out. I don't know the theory here. That is already a bad move. And h5 is a very bad move because of castles. Why? Because of black's position is very passive. So h3 is fine. d6 and e5. I don't know. I sometimes don't get some engine evaluation. Sometimes like castles, like it's a quiet move, and just black position. Let's see some. If you don't understand the position, you can click this button. This red is called show threat, and you can see what is your opponent threatening. Like here, you don't get it, so maybe it's threatening that, and that pawn, and that threat is pretty undefendable. So maybe sometimes this is so you have to move the king to defend against that, but then you get something like that. There are too many threats. They are not always the first win, but it's pretty winning. So okay, e5, d5, knight to h4, g6, queen to f3, f5, knight takes f5. Yeah, this is a bad move. So maybe yeah, bishop to g5, but yeah, bishop to g5 basically wins a queen. So because it wins the queen. The queen just can't escape. So yeah, the queen's trapped. So that's not easy to see. However, it's pretty interesting. And okay, so knight takes f5, queen to h4 takes. This is still pretty good for white, but taking is apparently not correct. You should play knight bishop to h6, and here that's some engine action going on, so I don't get it. So maybe just well, just this rook is strong here, and you just defend it. You just somehow get your bishop in and two bishops, maybe some mating threats. So f3, e5, bishop to h6, rook e8, castles, e takes d, c3. This is maybe not a necessary move because this is a threat, so you have to block. But then you also get that. So you have to run with your king. An interesting position. You have to run with your king, and if you invade, then you get, yeah, then you block. Okay, that's interesting. That's certainly not very easy to see. So c3 not that good. Rook to e2, then black is just winning. Then too many material. So yeah. Second game. Let's go with knight f3, f6, knight d4, knight to h6, h3, b5, e3, g6, a4, e5, f4. It says some mistakes, and don't care about that, because in openings you can play any moves, and f4 of course it opens up the king a little bit, so maybe it's not that bad and not that good, but white is still fine, as you can see. And f5, c3, e takes d, a takes b, bishop a6, bishop takes a6. These are also fine. This is probably the first made mistake, because yeah, what did I say in the live game? Did I say, yeah, I said that, because that is the first instinct. You just go there because that's a threat. So but that also runs into this, and that, no, not even check, it's that, and yeah, and probably you will lose. So this is a threat, so you have to defend against. No, this is not a threat, it's covered. So what is the threat? Well, if you move the queen like to there, then you get, yeah, this is not defended, yeah, and that's easy to miss. That's where. So okay, so this has to be defended, and you can't defend, so you have to give up a pawn and a piece, and this is not good for black, because black is down material for no compensation. Okay, so a5 is also not good. The only good move is now knight to c6. This knight, where is this knight going? But however, it does lose a pawn, but maybe does lose a pawn, but black is up a pawn in the beginning. Yes, black is up a knight to begin with. Black is up a knight. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, black is up the knight for 2 pawns. So white is still better, but it's pretty close. So interesting. In middle games, knights are worth about 1.8 points maybe, so 2 points versus a knight is probably equal, but in endgames, pawns are strong and the knights are bad. So yeah, queen to a4, c6, queen to a5 is not a good move. Queen to a5, you move the king. Yeah, not easy to see, because this feels very strange, but you have that move. taking that pawn. That's not easy to see. That's definitely, I won't see that. This is very hard to find. Okay, that's a defense. So you have to find defense resources, and now that is a defense resource, and white doesn't win anything, so black is winning, or better, just better, not winning. So because black's position is still pretty dangerous, but black can defend. So this is not the best move. So queen b6 is a blunder because it doesn't defend, and that is better than that. When you find a good move, you can find a better move. However, in atomic chess, that's not always a good advice. When you find, if you are playing, if you have like more than 1 minute left, you can check. You can check about that. If you have only 30 seconds, take it, because it definitely wins. And no, not in this position. This position taking it not win, doesn't win, because well, the position is still quite strange, and so you have to find the mate. Okay. So the problem is now you can't check and take the pawn. Yeah, the queen is there. Not easy to see. Okay, so knight to c3, e6, d4, the same opening. Let's go with taking is apparently okay, but this is also okay. And the castles is not a good move, and black can, yeah, no, the engine just contradicts with itself. So don't trust the low depth engine, because it's not good. And it's just not good for black. Maybe black shouldn't have played knight to h6. Black should just take the knight here, or knight h6, or c6, or knight a6, whatever. It's taking okay. So if takes, well, where's the mate? Yeah, go there, and knight takes. If knight takes, checks, go there, and that's mate. And if this is a threat, and the move is, yeah, you can see white is just winning. The engine is not reliable. Yeah. So h3 is not a good move. No. So where is the best move here? The best move is c6 apparently. Okay. So not this is not some common theory. This is the dangerous theory and suspicious theory. Okay, now castles, knight to a6, double question mark. Well, in this position, e5 is the best move. Oh yeah, this is white's best move. Black still recommends that move, and now you can take, and this position is fine for black because you don't have much threat, so maybe that's good. After that, then just yeah, I said that. What's the defense? Now what's the defense? Oh yeah, check and that. Yeah, this is mate, so you can't do that. Otherwise, it's okay. Now if takes h4. I mean, this is not easy to play for white, but maybe white is fine because this file is weak, so not easy to defend for black as well. So knight to g5, knight to g4, king to h1. Now black is just completely lost. So as I said in the live game, and black loses a queen and any move wins, so you can just make sure your queens gets into black's position and you win. So okay, last game is well, knight to h3, h6, e3, e6, knight to c3, g6, bishop, queen to f3, f5, queen takes b7, and bishop to b4, f3, knight f6, knight g. This is apparently all theory. These are all theory moves. They know everything. So until move 10, that's a bad move. G4 is a bad move. You should have played castles, and black is apparently fine. So no, not easy to see. So G4 bad move. Bishop to C8 and checks, and D3 E5 G3 E4. This is all good. So white is still winning. G takes F3 is a bad move. You should play that. that is not easy to see. So basically you have to calculate what will happen if the files get open. Your black has a queen, so you want to open the position, of course, and how to open the position is a problem. The white has two bishops, and the two bishops can cause some problems. So G takes F3. After E takes F4, this bishop is open, and after if that, then just this is check, and this is check. So you don't have time to play something like that. So you have to go queen to F6, and this is very dangerous. This is basically mate. If you see this position, you can maybe then mate, but white can block, and after that you can block this way, and after that you get your queen gets exploded. Not easy to see, but this is interesting. So let's do something else, and yeah. So it's okay. So let's do something else until this arena ends. Okay, now everyone is playing. As you can see, Garmin 2016, Lucas JF, Duality GG. I think he's FFT. So he's playing Atomic Variant, who is I know this player, but I forget who he is. So it's obviously a very exciting position, and white is looking great in this position. So let's just look at some random games. So let's just look at this game and see what they are playing. And okay, now here black is going to get flagged, and but yeah, this is so animal wins. Yeah. basically you get when you time is under 5 seconds, animal is okay. So castles, F6 H4 F7 check. When did it end? Yeah, in that position that pawn is going to queen, and you can't do anything. The bishop, well, this bishop is blocked, otherwise white will get mated, so not easy to see. And after that, well, where's mate? I suppose you have to go there, and I have another rook for it. So or just to be safe. Yeah, this is get mated, so you have to be safe and take this bishop first, and you go there, and then trade one rook for the bishop, and then not easy to see. If you are in time trouble, you might play that directly and you get mated, so don't do that. In atomic chess, you have to keep focus no matter how winning you are. And well, let's see the featured game, and obviously well, am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording. And knight f3 f6 knight d4 knight h6 e3 knight to g4 f4 b5 knight to f5 e5. This is very common theory, and I don't know the theory till now, so I know e5 and up to here and here I don't know the theory. So after white challenging the knight, and so they know theory. This is a bullet game, so they played pretty well, and after trading, it's a pretty boring endgame with a bishop for a pawn. It's probably drawn, and after this, black is up a pawn. So white blunders somewhere here, and after castles, rook, yeah. Taking that bishop is bad. I think taking that bishop is bad. You should firstly develop the other bishop, and then the position is drawn. So after that, this is the technical win. You can just do anything. You can just basically pre-move the wing, and you just queen, and you randomly go through a gate, as I show the way here, and I think you can just, or you just go there and you push through the gate. You walking through the gate. This is not how the gate works, because you don't. Yeah, because this is not how the gate works. You have to be here to push the gate. However, they are both in time trouble, and Garmin flagged duality GG, and within 0.62 seconds. That's pretty lucky. Now Garmin has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 games win streak, and he's playing 1500, and this position looks winning for black as well. Let's see Lucas JF's playing against Apostador, and Apostador is apparently a very experienced player, and his games are very interesting. This is in a time scramble, where Apostador fagged on move 12. Well, e4 d4, very kind of boring opening, but after that white sacrifices a queen for no reason. I don't know why. So I don't know this opening, because what are they doing? I don't know this opening. So however, let's go for something else. Maybe just well, as you can see in those bullet games, you can blunder a lot. So maybe when you are improving, you can play slower time controls like 3+0 or 5+0. There are, if you are more experienced, you can play 1+0. If you are not experienced, you play 1+0, you'll get mated in 5 moves, because you don't know the theory. Like here, they are obviously playing the 2 knights, and they play knight h6, and this opening, if you don't know the theory, you might get mated a lot. And I don't know the theory up till now, so after this move, I don't know the theory. So yeah, the queen goes there, and what? Don't know. Maybe sometime. What? Move the king. Otherwise, you get mated. You lose the queen. Don't know. So let's see. Is that actually the best move? Let's calculate. If you move the king, then after check, you go back and check, you go there, and that, yeah, you get mated. so you can't do that. Interesting. I don't see that. That's pretty long continuation. So you can't go that. So you have to lose the queen. So after you lose the queen, then the position is pretty bad for black. However, black wins back the queen for no reason. If you go there, do you win the queen? How do you win the queen if you go there? White is definitely completely winning, but white still wins anyway. But this is why white is just winning, and if you go just king to there, where's the mate? There, yeah, there, yeah. You win the queen anyway. So that is. So yeah, not easy to see, but black blonde, but white blundered. So, however, white should just go there and take. So you win more pieces at least. So now black is winning, but white flagged. So yeah, but black flagged. So this is not easy. This is just mating one and mating one hanging for a few moves. So not good. So in time scramble, anything can happen. Okay. If you are in a time scramble, you should always check for mating ones. So don't pre-move all moves. So maybe sometimes this is so good to FFT, who is playing very well today, and his rating is already 1942, which is better than my rating, and it's pretty good. Now, what is this? That's the last game. Let's just see some random low-rated games and conclude today's video. Because learning from mistakes is also a good way to learn. And you can see this game. White is Paron Rupia, who is 1500 rated, and black is also 1500 rated. This is already mate. No, but close to mate. So you can't stop mate. So yeah, you can't stop mate. Where did black go wrong there? Well, e4, knight f6, which is normal move. Queen to f3. This is probably recommended, and after that, I think that is the best move, and that there's some theory that don't know. e5, e5. That is covered right now. Right now, no. So you go for there, and threaten that. So if you go there, then you go there. Yeah. Now c6. You go there anyway, and you can mate it. So this is a threat, and this is always a threat. So you don't need to. So if you want well, if you want an interesting opening, don't play e5 too early, because you might get mated soon. So basically, no one plays e5. You play e6. Well, e6 is not good for other reasons, but maybe you play c6. But however, you don't play e5. Okay, this arena ends, and let's talk one more thing about some atomic chess. You might encounter with some weird openings. If you are playing against weird openings, well, you should just play normally. For example, if your opponent plays g4, you might laugh and say, well, g4, I know that's bad, But if you know that's bad, you can't beat it. As you can see in the opening explorer, the white wins over 60% of the time in some lines and over 50% of the time in most of the lines. The g4 is pretty, white wins pretty much 52% or 53% of all games. So that's obviously even better than e3. So g4 is practically is not that bad. So after e6, let's just see where did black go wrong. So g4 e6, I think threatening that. So knight to f3, defending against that threat, and f6, well, defends against that. D4, pushing the center, and d5, g5, threatening something, and maybe that's the next move. So h6, I suppose, knight to a6, creating some counter attack. b4. Let's see how most games goes. g5. Well, this is not a theoretical line, so it deviates a lot. So yeah, and as you can see, the players of Syrian 6, is, there are good players playing this, but it's not that easy to beat g4. As you can see, Nihal Sarin actually lost to the g4 opening. Well, that is something new, but it's not that easy to beat g4. So let's see. If you go for something like g4 knight to f6, I think it's the best move. Maybe no, knight f6 is yeah, it's probably a good move, but after e6 maybe white is much worse, and after f6 is white is okay. So you have yeah, so you have to play very accurately. You have to play knight to c6. Even in this line, white still wins most of the time. Knight to f3, and if you go knight to d4, then you just e3, because this is a threat. Yeah, interesting. This threat is so. This is very tricky. e5. Yeah, you have to be very careful. The correct move is e5. This g4 theory is not very easy to. I don't even know the move e5. I think if I'm playing, I won't play that, of course, but I might play something like just that. well, because this is defended, or just f6. But this just black is just white is just okay, and g4 is not. If white plays c4, which is another bad move, and that theory is another thing. This theory is probably easier for black. Okay, so because black just need to just play the normal moves and just be better. And because you know this queen white is there and it's not threatening anything, if you go there, what do you play? Maybe you might freak out, but however you can't even go there because that threat is not very big. This is also a threat, so you can go there. If there takes, then just, you know, two knights are too strong. So you have to do something like takes or knight f3. So still knight g4 anyway. King to d1, knight f3 check. You take everything with check, and after takes, then white is just down material. Black is upper rook, and this is not good. Black is upper rook, and white is only up bishop 4 point. Yeah, so not good for white. Okay, you need to know something about weird openings, so because you might face them. If you are faced with f3, something like h4, something like h3, like a3, knight a3, something like g3. If you are facing with this move, you can't get a clear advantage because they are okay. You can't even c3. C3 is probably one of the good moves. So if you h4 is probably bad, and h3 is probably bad. a3, knight a3. You know, these openings are okay. Before, some people play them, as you can see in the opening explorer, c3, knight a3, d3. People still play them, and knight a3 has a 55% win rate for white. So if you are facing with this opening, I just say knight a3, e6. If they go there, then you just go there, and it's interesting. This square is covered. Otherwise, you mate. So so you can only win material like that, and because that is always a threat, so you have to do something about that, so you can win. So this is not possible, and after bishop to d3, bishop to b4, king to f1, you win a pawn here, and black is up material, but white is up rook, so maybe it's a draw. Even in this line, it's a draw. So maybe it's a draw. Maybe because well, black is up material, but a rook maybe can secure a draw. So black has to be very accurate to win. So let's talk one more thing. Should we talk one more thing? I think well, we'll just end it here. And thank you for watching my videos, and see you next time.